Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Hare Krishna dear devotees wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shamsundar, Krishna Balaram, Balgopal, Nrsimhadev Bhagwan, Jagannath Baladeswara, Shishi Gaunitai, Tulsimani Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara Srila Prabhupada, and the assembled, Guru Maharaj and the assembled devotees. Continuing on with the Canto number 10, chapter 25, which is entitled Lord Krishna Lifts Govardhan Hill. So on Friday we were reading about how Krishna persuaded the Brijbasis to worship Govardhan, the beautiful hill, which gives shelter to the cows and the Brahmins. And the Brijbasis did that at the expense of Lord Indra's worship. So let's see what happens. This chapter describes how Lord Indra was overcome by anger when the residents of Braj cancelled his sacrifice, how he tried to punish them by sending forth devastating rainfall to Vrindavan, and how Lord Shri Krishna protected Goku by lifting Govardhan Hill for 7 days, 7 nights, using it as an umbrella to ward off the rain. It's amazing pastimes. So Indra, angered at the disruption of the sacrifice meant for him, and falsely presuming himself the supreme controller, said, "People often give up the pursuit of transcendental knowledge, the means for self-realization, and imagine that they can cross over the ocean of material existence by mundane fruitive sacrifices. Similarly, these cowherd men have become intoxicated by pride and offended me by taking shelter of an ignorant, ordinary, foolish, arrogant, over-talkative child, Krishna." To remove this supposed pride of the residents of Braj, Indra sent the clouds known as Samvartaka, whose function is to facilitate the destruction of the world. So he's really going for it. He's really become inimical to the Supreme Lord. So Indra instructs the clouds, Samvartaka, "Now go and remove their pride and bring their animals to destruction. I will follow you to Braj, riding on my elephant Airavat, and taking with me the swift and powerful wind gods to decimate the cowherd village of Nand." So his intentions were really bad. Right? He ordered the clouds to destroy Vrindavan by inundating the whole area with extensive flood. He wanted to destroy the Brijbasis and the cows. Indra thought Krishna simply a talkative, childish person, unaware of the complete cosmic situation. So he was not aware. So the clouds began to pour water incessantly with all their strength and power. There was constant lightning and thunder and blowing of severe wind. The rainfall seemed to fall like piercing, sharp arrows. By pouring water as thick as pillars without cessation. Wow, can you imagine rain thick as pillars? The clouds filled all the land in Vrindavan with water. The situation was very dangerous. On Indra's order, the clouds of universal destruction, released untimely from their bonds, went to the cowherd pastures of Nand Maharaj. There they began to torment the inhabitants by powerfully pouring down torrents of rain upon them. Propelled by the fearsome wind gods, the clouds blazed with lightning bolts and roared with thunder as they hurled down hailstones. As the clouds released torrents of rain, as thick as massive columns, the earth was submerged in the flood, and the high ground could no longer be distinguished from the low ground. Trembling from the distress brought about by the severe rainfall, and trying to cover their heads and calves with their own bodies. The cows approached the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. The cowherd community was also very disturbed by this and approached Krishna for shelter too. Krishna, our most fortunate one, please deliver the cows from the wrath of Indra, O Lord. You are so affectionate to your devotees. Please save us also. So whenever they were in distress, they would go to Krishna. They didn't consider him the Supreme Lord, but they knew he had some supernatural powers. He was always somehow or other getting out of difficult situations. Understanding that this trouble was the work of Indra, Krishna decided to smash to pieces Indra's false prestige for Indra's own good. I must protect the cowherd community by my transcendental potency, for I am their shelter, and indeed they are my own family. After all, I have taken a vow to protect my devotees. Thus Krishna lifted Govardhan hill with one hand, his left hand. He then invited the entire cowherd community to take shelter in the dry space beneath the mountain. Their minds, thus pacified by Lord Krishna, they all entered beneath the hill, where they found ample room for themselves and their cows, wagons, servants, priests, and for all the other members of the community as well. Lord Krishna, forgetting hunger and thirst and putting aside all considerations of personal pleasure, stood there holding up the hill for 7 days as the people of Braj gazed upon him. 7 successive days, he held up the hill until Indra finally understood Krishna's mystic power. Pulled down from his platform of false ego and his intentions thwarted, Indra ordered the clouds to withdraw. Krishna told the cowherd men, please go out with your wives, children, and possessions. Give up your fear. The wind and rain have stopped, and the river's high waters have subsided. After collecting their respective cows and loading their paraphernalia into their wagons, the cowherd men went out. The women, children, and elderly persons gradually followed them. While all the living creatures looked on, the Supreme Personality of Godhead put down the hill in its original place, just as it stood before. So this is a fantastic pastime, incredible pastime, extraordinary. He lifts up Govardhan. Everybody comes under the shelter of Govardhan. And he lifts it with his little finger of his left hand to show Indra his might. Mhm. And everybody lost their hunger or thirst. Nobody ate anything for 7 days or drank anything. They were simply looking at Krishna. And he, in turn, was simply looking at them. They were just mesmerized. And he was also mesmerized. They would also help him. They would try to hold up Govardhan with their little sticks. But actually, what can they do compared to the Lord? The inhabitants of Vrindavan, the animals, remained there for 1 week without being disturbed by hunger, thirst, or any other discomforts. They were simply astonished to see Krishna holding up the mountain with the little finger of his left hand. Indra then, here he is, seeing the extraordinary mystic power of Krishna, Indra, the king of heaven, was thunderstruck and baffled in his determination. He was like, what is going on here? Who is this? Who is this little Krishna? He immediately called for all the clouds and asked them to desist. When the sky became completely cleared of all clouds and there was sunshine again, the strong winds stopped. The cowherd men were in ecstasy, showing loving symptoms such as flowing tears and bodily hairs standing on end. They embraced Krishna and offered him benedictions according to their respective position. Some embracing him, others bowing down to him, and so forth. The cowherd men presented a water mixed with yogurt and unbroken barley corns as a token of honor, and they showered auspicious benedictions upon him. Mother Yashoda, Mother Rohini, Nanda Maharaj, and Balaram, and the greatest of the strong, they all embraced Krishna. Overwhelmed with affection, they offer him their blessings. In the heavens, O king, all the demigods, including the Siddhas, Sadhyas, Gandharvas, and the Charanas, sang the praises of Lord Krishna and showered down flowers in great satisfaction. The demigods in heaven resoundingly played their conch shells and kettle drums, and the best of the Gandharvas, led by Tumburu, began to sing. Surrounded by his loving cowherd boyfriends and Lord Balaram, Krishna then went off to the place where he had been tending his cows. The cowherd girls returned to their homes singing. Giridhari is another name for Krishna, one who lifts Govardhan, and other glorious deeds performed by Lord Krishna, who had so deeply touched their hearts. So, this is one of the most phenomenal pastimes. There are many pretenders who try to convince others that they are God, right? Especially in this Kali Yuga. You know, they can produce some ashes from nowhere, or maybe some gold coin or something, and suddenly they have reached the status of God, which is actually totally bogus. If one really wants to prove they're God, then do what Krishna did. Lift up Govardhan. Not for 7 days, even just for a few seconds. Lift up Govardhan. Okay, can't do lifting of Govardhan. Just lift a plate on your left-hand finger, little finger, for a few minutes. Try to do that. You can't even do that. How can you be God? So we should be very careful, because in Kali Yuga there are a lot of pretenders who think that they are God, or want to think that they want others to think that they are God, so that they can cheat them. This cheating propensity is strife in Kali Yuga. So we need to be very ultra careful of this situation. Any questions or any comments, please?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And also someone said to me, I don't know, somebody said he was God to Prabhu. I don't know who said that. Somebody who pretended to be God. And Prabhupada said, you have to eat like Govardhan, and then I can say, yes, you're God.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because Govardhan ate everything, all the offerings.
Yes.
We are so limited, we're so restricted, and people are thinking, I am God. Oh, come on, And some people can do some mystical things, but it doesn't make them God. It just makes them a magician, that's all, at the very best, So
Yep, Prabhu, you know, like Sai Baba, how come there were ashes coming out from his pictures, and people who used to pray to him, they say ashes were coming out from the wall? I don't understand. Maybe he had some mystic power. I don't know.
that's correct. There are these 9 cities, which people can acquire. It takes some effort to do, and you can then produce anything from anywhere. You can touch anything from anywhere. You can become smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. But all there are is just magical tricks. They're not a sign that you are God. Because if I wanted ashes, I can just light a piece of paper, and get lots of ashes. What's the big deal? Why don't you stop the cycle of birth and death? Why don't you
Yeah.
stop it, not for others, just for yourself? You're God. Stop the cycle of birth and death just for yourself. Live for a million years, right? Or, okay, if not a million years, live for 100 years. Even 100 years is quite, tough to achieve. So live for 100 years, and then let's see. Let's talk about it after that. So, yeah. See, God's body is non-different from himself. So his body is completely spiritual. Krishna was here 125 years, but he looked like a 16-year-old boy. All that, he didn't look older than that at any moment. So if somebody reaches 100 and they look like a 16-year-old boy, then we can start to talk to the guy. Then we can interview him. Okay. Let's see the markings on your hands and your legs. Do you have the markings as described by the scriptures? Oh, you don't. Well, so there are some prerequisites before we accept anybody as avatar. Are you predicted in the scriptures? No. Well, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was predicted in the scriptures. But he came as hidden avatar because he knew in this age there will be a lot of cheaters wanting to cheat those who are innocent. Is that okay, Shyam Malini?
Yes.
Thank
That's
you.
true. Absolutely true. Even sometimes you can't. My own relative, I can't convince them because
And
they just don't listen. Yeah.
yeah. Prabhupada used to say there are those who cheat and those who want to be cheated. What do you do? What can you do? You can't do anything. You can try, of course, you can try. But sometimes when you try, you can make somebody very angry. They put all of their faith in that person, and now you're turning around and saying he's bogus. They might become very inimical to you, towards you. So sometimes it's best just to leave it, and they will learn the hard way anyway. I know you would care for them and try them not to get hurt, but sometimes it's very hard. People won't listen.
Yeah,
Finish
that's
Mataji.
true.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Pravin? Yes.
Mataji finish.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very nice poem.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I hope you had a nice day yesterday and
Oh, yeah. By Lord's mercy, it worked out
yeah.
good.
I have seen some of the videos, but not all of them.
Sure.
I will see all of them later, like relax and see them. So it'll be really nice. The way you have sent the pictures, it looks like that you must have a very good time.
Yeah, it was good. And
Yeah, I was thinking of everybody.
Yes.
Couldn't come.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, today's episode very good. When you said 7 days, I was thinking it was 40 days that.
No, 7 days, 7 nights.
Okay, then my mistake.
Yeah.
Something is 40 days too, but I don't know what it is that.
That
To
doesn't
do
ring
with
any
the
bells.
40 days, I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it might come back again. What's Mataji saying?
Noah's Ark. That was 40 days. In the Christianity. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's time it also rain, isn't it?
Yes, that time it rained as well.
It
Yes.
rain. Oh, I got mixed up.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Mataji asked all the questions which I wanted to ask, but the way she said it's good because I mean there are people who can do magic and then they will put the thing on their finger. Looks like that has a sticker on it or some types of glue, and they hold it and they think they have got. It's not true. And yeah, and then Mataji even mentioned about people cheating. I do believe in it, but what it is that they don't know the karma comes back.
Yeah, for sure.
100%, because when we think, oh, we have won something from them, but we know that I have cheated them.
Correct.
I don't know when that karma comes back.
That's it. That's it. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's it. So the Mataji said it's hard to make people understand, but we have to leave them alone. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes very hard to say anything.
Yeah,
very hard.
Very, very hard. So better to keep quiet. That's it.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to hear anything about Srimad Bhagavat. They don't know. If we talk to them, they don't want to know. They said, no, there's no good in the world. So just leave it. That's it.
True. Very true.
Very
Thank
true.
you.
Anyway,
thank you for sharing that. Huh?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
The way you are teaching us, even little bit, I sit down for half an hour, is always something I learn new.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your
very
encouragement.
Good. And I've started thinking positive in everybody now.
Brilliant. Very good. Yes.
Yeah. Whatever people say, we just say think positive for
Positively.
them.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. That will help you and it'll help them as well. Yeah.
Very
good.
know the money I found other day.
Yes. What happened? Yeah.
I put them on the in the box in the temple on Saturday, because Saturday was the Janmashtami.
Very
and
good.
I prayed for them who have lost this money. God bless them. That's it.
Amazing.
That's it. What else can you do?
That's amazing. Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Thank you so much. Amazing.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, Srimad Bhagavad Purana ki
Jai.
jai. So, let's stop the recording.